Welcome everyone. Dr. Stephen Hobbs here, sharing with you on this wonderful Monday morning. It's actually raining here, and I'm going to have to shoot the video today from within my office rather than being out leaning against a fence post or finding a tree under which to shoot this video, which is my preferred place. But today I wanted to share a little bit about what many people call their bucket list. I call it your gift it list. And I've chosen that is because with the sense of bucket, it feels sort of confined. I don't feel like I've got elbow room to interact with. So with this gifted, I sort of see this sense of the gift that I'm giving others. And the way that I look at gifted, it's the sense of from the future, I'm thinking about what is it that I would like to discover, shape, and share with others. And I have 5 of those that I wanted to share with you today. And I like this sense of gift because I feel it comes from the heart. A present comes from the head, a gift comes from the heart. And let's get into it so that you might get to understand a little bit more about what I am going to discover, shape, and share. Now, I've started some of these, but not all of them are near their end point by any means. Thus, the gift it list. The first one that I wanted to share with you is that I'm looking at doing a resource allocation, a financial resource allocation of $1 million for nature-aware projects around the world. Now, I'm very interested in nature and nature-aware projects, and these could be anything from agroforestry to outdoor education programs for children. And this notion of the resource allocation is through my writing and research and publishing. I'm looking to assign $1 million over the next 10, 20 years to a project list that I will create and interact with. Now, I'm going to be actually asking a community that I'm involved with to give me ideas as well. So it's not that $1 million will go to a project. It's actually to do a resource allocation of $1 million to nature-aware projects. And I have a starting list already. One of them is in Kenya, and another one is actually here in the Calgary, Alberta area. The next gift that I want to share is I had set up a a donor-directed fund at a major foundation here, and I want to actually get it to $1 million as well, so that it's it will be here for years and years and years to come, and I will leave instructions for it to be used for nature-aware projects actually in the Calgary area. Now, I started this about 12 years ago, I believe, and could be 13 now. And I've been allocating small amounts as I have been moving forward. But now I'd like to, again, similar to the first one, is find the Financial Resources Fund, develop this donor-directed fund that I have. So I'm looking forward to that. It's actually named after my very first company called Minstrel Ways. Minstrel being more than a juggler, more than a jester, someone who shared the news of the day. So I had this sort of mystery kind of thinking years and years ago, and that was my very first company. It was a solo proprietor, solo business proprietorship, and I sort of got that going, and then it evolved into my other companies now, especially called Wealth Movement. Now, the third gift that I would like to share with you is I would like to publish 89 books before I transition. Now, I've done 20 already. Now, the 89 is sort of a numbering, a natural numbering system that's called a Fibonacci numbering system, and 89 is one of the numbers. Now, if I can get it to 144, that would be even great. Now, I'm talking about journals and workbooks here, fiction books, nonfiction books. So we'll see what happens as time goes by. As I say, I've done 20 already. Some of those are up on Amazon. Some I wrote for different work requirements at one point in time. So let's see if I can actually, through my writing, research, and publishing, get to 89. But I'm going to sneak in, if I can, that 144. The fourth on my gifted list is, of those books, I would like to write children's books. Now, these would be children's, a sense of fantasy about them, but key learning to go with it. So, for example, learning about courage. There's something that I learned about over the years, and I thought that I might be able to share it through a children's book that grandparents could use with their grandchildren, or parents with their children. And it will be based on something that I have been mulling over simply because of the work that I do. And it's the sense of the notion of, what would you call it, dog walking, house sitting. It's finding myself in these sort of situations. And I thought that I would create this character called the Summer Dogwalker. And I would have Fluffy and Whuffy, who are the two dogs that would be joining me. And to be able to, through the eyes of the dogs and the dog walker, is explore concepts like courage and resilience. So I'm going to write those up as well and see where I get to with those. Now, I'm looking to do 9 in that series, so let's see what happens. That's part of the gifted list as well. Now, the fifth one is very much a personal one. It's something I've been wanting to do for years. Back in my 20s, I did visit where my ethnicity, my ancestors came from, which is back in Buckinghamshire in England. So to be able to go back into that area and explore it. When I was in my 20s, I just sort of was going through the area. And now that I find that I have done a few more revolutions of the sun, I think that it would be great to go back and visit that area, and also take in Ireland and Wales and Scotland and other parts of England, just to sort of round out, give me a bit more of a sense of where I have come from. And there's a lot of English trees and parks and forests that I would like to visit as well, this sort of nature consideration. And that's certainly a gift for me, but it's also by sharing what it is that I see through a lot of my videos online and through my YouTube channels. This would be great to share with others as well. So those are 5 of my items on my gift it list. I thought that you might find those of interest, and I'll probably edit them as time goes by. We'll see how it all unfolds. So the 2 $1 million, the 89, let's get it to 144 books, the 9 children's books, and a visit to Ireland, Wales, Scotland, and England. I'll update you as time goes by. Take care.